is up? Welcome back to my channel and to another freaking video. We are officially here to discuss my 2-month update on Tirzepatide, which is crazy that my 8th injection has been done, or is about to be done, I should say. I'm getting a little carried away with myself on this video, but I wanted to just hop on. I've gotten so much support and love on these videos, which I just cannot thank you guys enough for. I do want to say people get mad sometimes. I say Tirzepatide in a way that they don't like. That's like not, I guess, correct. It's really hard to break the habit. That's just what I had heard for so long. And when something's like in your brain, it's hard to change it. So please don't kill me if I don't say it like fully correct in this video. Tomato, tomato, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, if you are just stumbling across this video, my name is Brittany. I've been on my GLP-1 journey for almost 15 months. I started like the very last day of the month in January 2023 with semaglutide, and I maxed out on that medication at the very end of last year in December. So I was pretty much on semaglutide a little bit over a year because I did not switch over to Tirzepatide obviously until about 2 months ago, and I had the most amazing experience with semaglutide. I also have loved Tirzepatide. I have lost about 66, a little bit over 66 pounds so far on this journey. To be fully transparent, the last couple months I've been the most plateaued I ever have been on this medication, which is okay, but people are dying to know, have you lost weight since starting Tirzepatide? And yes, I finally did break the plateau. This week alone, I've lost 1.2 pounds, which is just so nice and exciting to kind of feel back on the grind. So I filled my medication, kind of just a run through MinuteMD. They are a telehealth provider. They are linked in my bio always if you are wanting to find a affordable telehealth provider for semaglutide, Tirzepatide, etc. I always again like to emphasize why I really enjoy them is not only is it extremely affordable, semaglutide starts at $249, Tirzepatide starts at $349, but they require blood work, which is so important. I love this medication. I love everything it does for me, people I know, people I've spoke to on the internet, but sometimes it is just given out to anyone and everyone without making sure that it's safe for them. And so I really appreciate that MinuteMD requires blood work before giving you the medicine. It's a prepaid lab. They send it to you. If for any reason you didn't get approved, they'd refund you. I'm not required to mention them in this video, but I just wanted to say link in my bio if you are looking for a telehealth provider. So now that we've got all the rambling and updates done, yes, I have finally lost weight on Tirzepatide. I have finally broken a plateau, and something that is a huge update and kind of goes hand in hand with that. If you guys have been following along on my journey, I have been documenting a lot, and one of my biggest issues is the weekend. Today is a prime example. I am filming this on a Saturday. I am going to the farmer's market with my friends, gonna get breakfast. I'm going to a bar tonight for a family friend's birthday. They're staying the night. We are having like a barbecue and stuff, whatever. Or last weekend, I had a wedding on Friday. I flew to Texas, so there's a travel day, had a wedding, another travel. So like my weekends have been very hectic, and so I've been amazing on the weekdays, and like, but sometimes I just feel like I'm doing maintenance and making up for the weekends, and it's like I get so close to hitting a new weigh-in low, and then the weekends come. And so something that my cousin has mentioned to me, and then also a couple comments, so I just want to say thank you if you are one of the few people who suggested this, because I think it's a really good idea. I don't know why I never thought about it, so maybe this might be a good idea for you if you are struggling with weekends like I am. I'm still trying to be as good as I can on the weekends, but like for example, when you go to brunch and then you have to go out that night, even take away the alcohol, it's so hard to just stay in your deficit all the time, especially as you've lost more weight and your deficit is like less. Anyways, I'm changing my injections to, I'm gonna try Thursdays out. Something through this entire journey since I started on semaglutide is I have done my injections on Sunday nights. I think I can count on one hand how many times over the last 15 months I've done my injection on a Monday instead of a Sunday for things such as like maybe I went out for too much drinking on Sunday, maybe I was sick and didn't feel good and didn't want to feel sicker. Maybe I was out of town. Anyways, I've never not done my injections on Sunday. I always kind of was like, it's a good start to the week. Mondays are always usually pretty easy for me. If I don't feel great, it's okay. But then my medicine is not at its strongest suit for the weekend. And so I thought Thursday would be good. I may try Friday as well. I just don't want to feel sick on my weekends. I want to enjoy them still. So what I did to start this transition is, as I mentioned, I was in Texas last weekend and the wedding I went to was on a Sunday, so I didn't fly home until Monday, but I felt really sick. I don't know if I've had like a stomach bug, if it was just traveling and I don't know what it was, but I just did not even feel great. Like went to bed, woke up, did my injection on Tuesday. So I thought this would be a good transition. So I did my injection on Tuesday this week, and then I will do my injection on Wednesday this upcoming week, and then the week after that I will be up Thursdays. I'm sure I could just go to Thursday this week if I wanted to, but I want to try to keep as much consistency with the medication in my body and everything as possible. So within the next couple weeks my injections will be done pre-weekend versus post-weekend, and I'm really excited to see if that's made a difference at all. Honestly, genius idea. Don't know why it took multiple people having to suggest it for it to like click in my brain. So that is going to be like the biggest update for you guys for Tirzepatide, my monthly update, but also my semaglutide, not my semaglutide, my GLP-1 journey in general. I also took some notes down because I really wanted to like get detailed on what I've been feeling this month. I do feel like I've had side effects, specifically with my GI. Semaglutide side effects, again, if you're new to any of my videos, were not like terrible for me in regards to how they've been for other people. I had a pretty bad skin reaction for a couple weeks. I had a ton of sulfur burps, which was probably the worst part of semaglutide for me. It was so embarrassing. They just lingered, so I'm grateful that I don't have those. But my GI just, she's not great. She's not great at all. So I wrote a couple notes down. My 5th week on semaglutide, I did 0.4 in my arm. Something else I have not done thus far with Tirzepatide is inject into my stomach. So I'm going to try that this week also. I love my arm, which is funny because I know some people hate their arms and feel like it doesn't work there, but my arms so far with Tirzepatide, I've done my leg, meh. So I'm gonna try my stomach out for you guys also, but I did 0.4 in my arm. I lost 0.5 pounds that week. I had very light nauseousness. Noted throughout all my notes for every week was just my GI was my biggest issue. Cramps, just not feeling great. And my GI without this medicine is always really sensitive, so it doesn't surprise me that that's what I struggle with the higher up my dosage gets. Week 2, I did almost throw up from this medication. I have it noted. I had a couple drinks during the day. I took a shot at 9:30 at night when I had gotten home. I had friends in town. And when I say a couple drinks, like we went to brunch at 11. I got home at 9:30 that night. I had 3 drinks throughout the day. So not anything super, super crazy by any means. But I did take my shot at 9:30 p.m. and I was up by 1:30. Like, am I gonna throw up? So I don't know if that was eating late and going to bed and taking the shot, out in the alcohol, espresso martini, but you know what I mean? Just didn't feel good at all. I had really bad cramps, so again, the GI, I definitely have noticed, and that's kind of when it started, less cravings. I feel so dialed in right now, truly, and then losing even 1.2 pounds this previous week just dials it in more. I feel like I'm on the start of my journey again, even though I'm not. And I'm not saying that in a sense of like next month I'm gonna come on and be like, I've lost all this weight. Like, I just feel dialed in. I feel less cravings. The only thing that I crave is Fruit Riot pineapples. And I think about those morning to night, no matter what day I'm on in my injections. I'm just thinking about Fruit Riot, which if I'm craving fruit with lemon juice on it, I don't think that's the worst thing to be craving on this medicine. So that is kind of the only craving I've had. I can just turn everything else down, which is good because I haven't felt that feeling in a really, really long time. I lost 1.5 pounds, which I actually was really surprised about because, as I mentioned, I traveled a lot. I did multiple weddings. I was drinking, and so I purposely avoided the scale for a couple days, just again working on healthy relationships with this medicine, and it would have been triggering to get on the scale after that. So nonetheless, I like thought when I got on the scale that I would, you know, finally hit like my maintenance point, like be like, okay, maybe I'll lose like 0.2 pounds this week or something. So I was shocked. I'm gonna try that this upcoming week. I'm gonna try to focus less on the scale, maybe only get on it like once versus as much as I have been. So that is kind of my month 2 update. I am feeling, like I said, so motivated, dialed in. I am loving just, I don't know. I never lost, like I haven't binged now also. Sorry, I'm like all over the place. I haven't binged since I started the medication. Towards the end of semaglutide, I still didn't have food noises. I still didn't have any of that, but I would say in comparison to when I started the medication, they were there a little bit more. So when I say I'm feeling more dialed in, it's because I'm feeling how I felt at the beginning of semaglutide, but right, I'm on a new medicine, and I am excited that my thoughts, because I don't know if you guys remember when I did my month update, I wasn't that impressed by Tirzepatide yet, but I was on a very low dose, and so I was nervous, but I was excited to start a higher dose, and It's done exactly what I expected it to do. Side effect wise, if the worst thing is like GI and nauseousness in comparison to what semaglutide was, I have no complaints here. I'm gonna stay on 0.4 probably for the next month, and then kind of see, maybe go up to 0.45 at some point. We'll see where I'm at in this journey. Because I just lost 1.5 pounds almost this week, I think that 0.4 obviously is working really well for me right now, so I will continue that. I don't want to rush the process, you know? So I think that is kind of it for my 2-month update. I hope that this was helpful to somebody. If you guys have any questions, I would really love to sit down and do like a Q&A type video. I love updating you guys on my months, but sometimes they get a little mundane. So if we have questions that we like want my insight on, or oh guys, I got my first really mean hate comment on YouTube from these videos. I had some guy go on to my last semaglutide, or I keep saying semaglutide, my last Tirzepatide weight loss video, and say like essentially like, you're maybe a 6 if you, or no, if you lost about 30 more pounds, maybe you would become a 6. That's not bad considering you started this journey maybe at a 4 pushing it. Something like that. Of course, I didn't have a profile picture. Normally I'm really good at ignoring that stuff, but I was sitting in the airport, my flight had been delayed, so I was like, this is so cute and fun coming from somebody that didn't show their face in their profile picture. I shouldn't have done it, but again. And they commented back like, I know what I'm talking about. I'm a security guard, and if you're under a 5, you get kicked out. Or whatever, we're told you can't come in, like whatever. And I'm like, okay. And then he went back, deleted all the comments, then said, congratulations from a new subscriber. So I don't know if he's watching, like I don't know, but that was something this month that happened, is I got my first really mean hate comment on my weight loss journey. So we'll leave it on that fun positive note. Looking forward to another video. I'm going to do a what I eat in a day video. I know that I got a request to do one of those, so that is going to be my focus for my next video. But if there's any other things you want to see, like I said, questions, whatever, let me know, because I'm having so much fun making content for you guys. So thank you so much. I love you. Good. Bye.